Hey, Pete here, I hope you're all keeping well and having a lovely day, and today we're taking a look at Ready or Not, a tactical first-person shooter being developed by Void Interactive using Unreal Engine 4, and it puts players in the boots of an elite SWAT soldier with the aim of diffusing hostile situations in intense, claustrophobic environments. Does that sound familiar to you? Yes, this game piqued my interest because of how similar it sounds to Rainbow Six Siege. However, that doesn't mean it's just a Siege clone and renamed. Ready or Not is being developed as a spiritual successor to SWAT. It's been in development since June 2016, but there's not yet a concrete release date or confirmed platforms outside of PC. Though I do hope we hear it will come to console, but let's now dive into everything you need to know about Ready or Not. Ready or Not takes place in a nondescript modern America where crime is on the increase. Players are tasked with bringing order to the chaos through the single player mode, co-op mode and PvP. The single player will still use a squad based system, but a team will be made up of AI bots which listen to your commands. The co-op mode is sounding impressive, supporting up to 8 players. One big feature that will impact every engagement is the lean system. While we're used to being able to lean left or right in other games, Ready or Not goes further. Players can duck under low cover to dodge out of the way, or peek above high cover to return fire. These work in tandem with a classic left and right lean system. Void Interactive has also taken another look at doors. As the main entry points to rooms, making doors more interesting and varied can help enhance the gameplay. Ready or Not has sliding, swinging and even revolving doors which can be manipulated by the mouse wheel at any time. The interactions are described as incremental, meaning players won't have to fully commit to a long animation or suffer fully opening a door and getting killed. Incremental movements mean there are many stages, allowing players to be cautious and rethink their approach when they're in danger. It should also be noted that doors can be locked, which forces a less stealthy approach. Another interesting gameplay mechanic is the modular speed control, which sets a player's movement and action speed. By default, scrolling the mouse wheel toggles a player's speed through 5 different settings, allowing the slow, precise movement in a close quarters environment, or rapid get the hell out of there retreats when outnumbered or facing a particularly nasty flank. There's also an armor system which is calculated based on the mesh coverage of the player, allowing for accurate levels of realistic ballistic projection. Though still alive, players that are shot in the legs will experience slowed down movement based on the level of damage. A shot to the arm will decrease accuracy and increase draw times too. If head damage is survived, it can intermittently cause the player's vision to go blurry or hazy, and a pop-up on the HUD will tell a player what kind of injury they have sustained. When it comes to firing a weapon and how those bullets act once they leave the gun, Ready or Not will use rounds that have a realistic range, drag and tumble velocity. Calibers and ammunition types will affect how far a projectile penetrates and exits. More interesting, I feel though, is how all the rounds will have the ability to ricochet based on surface materials and that angle of the impact. Penetration through objects can cause bullets to ricochet at unexpected angles. The more parallel a player is to the object, the more predictable the angle. For example, if you put your barrel right up against a wall and fire, it's more than likely going to stick to a straight path. However, if you fire a weapon at a wall from a 45-degree angle, that bullet could bounce way off track. Players will need to expect the unexpected here and think before they shoot. Looking now at the weapon optics, Ready or Not players will have a good number to choose from, offering that extra bit of freedom and comfort when choosing a sight. However, these types of attachments will only be equipable to weapons with the appropriate rail systems and support. Here again though, we are seeing some of the more realistic features come through. Ready or Not's reload system allows for a normal mag swap but also a quick reload, and this quickly ejects the magazine to the floor, allowing players to immediately resume combat, not needing to waste time replacing the mag in their kit. This reload technique is about 35 to 60% faster depending on the weapon you're doing it with, and drop magazines can be picked up once the combat has ended. It's also possible to perform a mag check to see how many bullets are left, as well as the ammo type in there. The game's UI is based on a less is more philosophy, with Void Interactive believing that a player's focus should be on the situation in the centre of the screen. While other games do tend to cover the action with a busy HUD, Ready or Not will try to only provide necessary information without obscuring your view. There are also 4 different types of grenades that have been confirmed so far. These are the Flashbang, the CS Gas, Sting Ball and the 9 Bang. All grenades can be thrown overhand and underhand, and grenades can be countered with certain devices. For example, a gas mask negates the effect of a CS gas. The impact of flashbangs can be lessened by a ballistic shield. In addition to weapons, equipment and grenades, Ready or Not will have deployable items too, which can be used in the planning phase. Like in Rainbow Six Siege, when the defending team sets up defences while the other team scouts out the location with their drones, Ready or Not is going to have a prep phase before the shooting begins. During that planning phase, teams will be able to shut off power grips, blockade entrances, create or choose new entry points, and spawn unique devices including ballistic shields, heavy rams, and telescopic ladders. The game will boast fully supported dedicated servers, and there will be a competitive set of game modes which will pit squad against squad. However, players will also be able to host their own servers and play with custom rules, so Ready or Not supports both high quality competitive environments, but also allows for fun over-the-top custom modes as well. Users will be able to create a squad with up to 10 friends for PvP and co-op. I think this acts as a kind of clan system, as it says that players will work with small groups to reap squad rewards and compete in yearly leaderboard competitions to earn unique skins. So there's going to be squad points, and they're going to open up more options in a missions planning phase. So essentially you work together with a group of players, you get points, and that gives you more flexibility when you're beginning a new mission. Over the last year, Void Interactive has been working on writing enemy and friendly AI. Unrestrained enemies will be able to escape and seek a weapon to fight with. Friendlies will be able to act dramatically without player instruction, meaning realistic entry techniques and holding smart angles while waiting for your commands. Upon starting a mission, friendlies will take a stealthy approach and call out contacts to the player before engaging. Once alerted, AI will then dynamically shift engaging targets on sight, though if a player just wants to go loud from the get-go, the command is always an option. The squad, which is the player and his 4 bot friendlies, can split up and take different entry points, prepare flashbangs and carry out other strategies that you'd expect to see in a tactical shooter like this. And civilian AI is designed to be unpredictable during gunfights. If players don't quickly get them under control, civilians could try and run towards an exit and get in the line of fire. The developers are also putting a big focus on advanced animation, with things like magazines, grenades and other items being returned to specific pouches which open up and close properly. Thinking about this could be helpful to friendly players who can immediately see that a teammate is reloading or preparing a frag or a flashbang. High-end motion capture cameras, as used on other games like Star Citizen and Metal Gear Solid 5, are being used to record the vast amounts of animations for Ready or Not. In addition to the standard reload, maneuvers and other animations you would expect anyway, the devs are also planning to record facial motion capture and some truly long and truly gruesome animations, which I think sounds very interesting, and I can't wait to see even more about that. First-person animations are inspired heavily by Killing Floor 2. Weapon models have been rigged so that they loosely shake and jolt in the appropriate locations during gunfire, with the weapon type, weight and attachments and officer condition all being taken into account. Third-person animations are customized for SWAT, suspect and civilians, with different animations used for where a character is shot on the body. An investment into scanning tools used by industry giants like Naughty Dog for Uncharted 4 has been used to create modern, realistic-looking SWAT soldiers. In addition to this, Void Interactive took a trip overseas to scan men, women and children for use in this game. This level of realistic presentation may lead to some shocking scenes, as teased in one of the game's trailers. It seems to me that Ready or Not is going in hard with the amount of blood and gore. The developers believe that deaths need to be impactful to the end user, and they want to provide an experience that is like no other. Characters that are shot will have clear bullet holes which seep out blood onto surrounding fabrics. Wounds that touch or rub against objects will create a small splatter. What's more, the devs are planning to add what they're calling an entire bodily destruction system. What exactly that is, I'm not so sure, but I think we can assume that the game isn't aiming to be child friendly here. Ready or Not doesn't seem to be playing around, with the developers clearly wanting to present mature themes to a mature audience. We'll have to wait for more information on what exactly will be featured in the final build of the game and exactly how gruesome it will be in the end. For now, I'm just excited though to see what the cooperative experience is like with so many players, and of course the player versus player mode. the single player too should really be quite refreshing. Whilst Rainbow Six Siege is very dear to my heart, and I'm sure it still will be for many years to come, Ready or Not certainly has my attention. Let me know what you think of Ready or Not in the comments section down below. Are you intrigued by what it's aiming to bring to the tactical shooter space, or do you need to see more gameplay before your decision can be made? Of course, I'm going to keep you up to date with all the latest information about this game as we lead up towards its release. As yet, we still don't have a release window for it. Thank you ever so much for watching, do take care, and until next time, adios amigos.